Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out Level 13 Magnetic Personality Free Play for LEGO Marvel Superheroes. On the bottom left, you can see our character suggestion list. Those are the guys that we use to complete this level. We do make the 100,000 requirement for the True Believer, and we get all 10 of the Minikits, and the Stan Lee in Peril is easy peasy too. So we'll go ahead and select Magnetic Personality from our free playlist. Whether you choose it from the field or select it another way is up to you, but make sure you choose the free play. We'll go ahead and select our toggle character, skip some cutscenes, speed it up a little bit, and get to business, huh? What do you think? Look at that. Took us, what, 8 seconds of gameplay to get that True Believer. We're not having any problems with that these days, and basically we're just grinding them out until we get to the end, because that multiplier makes it pretty easy. So right off the bat, we accidentally take out one of the 3 piles of silver barrels. So if you look back just about 10 seconds ago, you saw me destroy it. It's up on the back left side, kind of where that Magneto mask-looking doorway is. It's just to the left over there. And the second one was right to the right of that pole that we just took out, and number 3 is over here in the corner. So we do have the quick links down below in the video description, so hey, if you need to go back to the beginning of Minikit 1, click Minikit 1 timeline, and it'll take you right there, which in this particular case would be 52 seconds. So we'll destroy all 3 of those and keep on moving. Obviously there's a steady stream of bad guys flowing in, and there's a couple that hang out up top that keep shooting at you. They become very, very annoying. Hey, what up there, Snow Slider? HTG Jeremy logging out or in, I couldn't tell. My preview window's small, and I know the women say it ain't the size that matters, but in this case, small sucks because I can't see. And alright, so over on the back left side, or front left side, depending on how you look at this room, we're going to switch to Magneto and come towards the front left side of your screen. How about that? And inside, once you get that open, there's going to be some cosmic bricks. So switch on over to Galactus or Silver Surfer, depending on which guy you've got. And then ride the old Sharkmobile until it gives you the Minikit. Woohoo! My son loved that. He's a big fan of sharks, and of course, a big fan of amusement rides. So the old double whammy sure didn't hit him wrong. Now over on the right hand side of the room, we have this weird little puzzle thing. We're going to need Jean Grey and some telekinesis to go ahead and put it together for us. And we get a little distracted because we get bum rushed once we get it together. And here's another one of those famous Lego puzzles that I can't seem to solve with very much quickness here. So thank God this is sped up a little bit, otherwise I'd look real ridiculous. First piece goes in rather nicely. The second piece, I can't find the hole. I can't get it in. I don't know. I mean, it's probably not the first time that's happened, but you know, it's still frustrating nonetheless. So here we go, spinning to win. We finally get all the pieces in place, and it opens up a door up at the top there. We will come back here in a hot second. We saw a blue stud over there, and then, like I said, we were getting attacked. So we need to switch to flying character to get it. But for whatever reason, we decided to pull out Spider-Man and go that route first. So we should have just flung our webs and pulled ourselves to the rooftops there. But instead, we switched to Iron Man to make it look easy, and we fly up and we get Minikit number 3. So we will go ahead and grab number 4 as well. This one's not too tricky here. We're going to go ahead and take care of this little handle on the back right side over here. Switch to a big guy, rip it open, and once inside there's going to be some fire. So put out the fire. I would say use Captain America, but I don't think he'll do the trick to get it out long enough. So go ahead and switch to Iceman. It's time for ice, ice, baby. Alright, we'll finally get over there. Pull it out, there, fire, and then switch to a flying character of your choice and fly to the top of the shaft, or the tube, whichever you prefer to call it. And there's 4 in the bag, all behind us. So we're getting pretty close to the home stretch, people. In fact, I would almost call this the home stretch. Out of 15 total levels, we've knocked out all the story play, and we've knocked out, well, this is the 13th of the free play. So we're getting pretty close. Still lots of collecting to do, lots of videos ahead of us. But the good stuff is almost behind us, in the past. Alright, so we're just charging up the stuff. You guys should know this. You have to use Thor or Storm or even Dr. Doom to go ahead and charge up both panels once you get them open and ready. And then build the bricks up in the very middle. which will give us what we need to flip the switch and open the gate. This kind of reminded me of like Aliens, the movie, where it opens up. Just waiting for like an alien to come sucking out and go through there, you know, just as like an Easter egg, kind of like the Doctor Who references that we've seen, as well as some other things. So, and we'll go ahead and slide on through the door once it opens. And again, we removed a cutscene, so it should slide on through and speed things up a wee bit. Shout out to Rumpo, one of our good buddies up there, just getting off or online. Again, I can't see, but oh well, it doesn't matter. Shout out to him anyways. And right off the bat, use somebody to get up on this upper level. Switch on over to Wolverine, or Beast would do the trick as well. Somebody with claws. And once you drop that weird-looking brick, it will open up some digging space. We can go ahead and take out the baddies first, because they're surely not going to let you do your digging like you want to. Can't I just dig? Can a man dig alone in peace? Alright, eventually we get to, we rip up that Minikit. And, oh yeah, so we'll advance a little bit further here. There's this tube that people keep jumping out of, so we're going to need to address that stat. There's a bunch of boxes with some yellow and black caution tape on them. Blow those up, as you just saw us do. And those will then give us the bricks needed to go ahead and seal that deal there. Now, Magneto's being a punk. He's blocking our path. Sends out a few more baddies, so we'll address them, as well as these gold pillars here. These are really just extra if you're looking for studs. I don't think we really need to take these out, do we now? Oh, well, we are, though, so deal with it. And eventually, we will make our way over with Magneto to this blue giant plate on the wall here. It'll pull all the bricks down, and then we can build it into what looks like a dude sitting on the crapper. So once we get done with that, switch to somebody who can charge up. Charge up with Thor, Dr. Doom, Storm, whichever you prefer. And then once it's charged up, I was having troubles charging this up for some reason. But once you get it all charged up, you will have access, because you will open the door here. And you will be able to fly up. Speaking of toilets, look at Deadpool. What is he doing? Man, ain't nobody got time for that crap. Oh, ba-dum-bum. Alright, so we'll get up there, grab that Minikit, and we are just making our way to the end of the level now, aren't we? Alright, so now we got to switch to Iceman, and right where we open the door at the bottom, there is actually some water bouncing around, so freeze that water up, and guess what? Minikit! Easy peasy, so 7 of them now officially ours, only 3 left to go. Well, I suppose we should mention that Stan Lee is still coming up as well, too. You might have got him in the story mode. It's a pretty easy one, and we did point it out in our story mode walkthrough. Alright, so now what to do, We need to go up here, and there's some little sparklies on the left-hand side, so we need to use our Spidey Sense, which then reveals a wall that Thor's hammer can take down. And once inside, switch back to Spidey again, and use his grapple powers to make the, whatever, the debris flow through that tube and bust open. We can then use those pieces to build up this transformer. Booyakashow. Charge that bad boy up. It lights up all those pieces that Magneto put in our path, and then we can get on by him now. And here we go. We got a little spot here indicating a Spidey Sense again. You're welcome to climb up it as Spider-Man, or you can use the quicker way and just fly up to the top. We weren't really thinking here. We end up using Spider-Man and his Spidey Sense. And yeah, so bunch of baddies coming through. Make sure you build up the wall that prevents them from popping out. Otherwise, you'll be dealing with them for quite some time. And here we go. We're going to climb up the wall. Once we get up top, we're going to go ahead and switch to Jean Grey, as we're about to show you. Oh, Magneto has to have his moment again, too. All eyes on me. All right, so here we go. Switching to Jean. We'll use her mind control powers here. And we'll go ahead and control this dude walking through the hallway. We'll make him jump around. Jump around. Get that Minikit for us. Oh, yeah. All right, so we got this little section over here on the far right-hand side. There's actually a Minikit, and there's also some bricks that we're going to need to build to stop another channel full of bad guys coming out. So destroy pretty much everything in sight. There's the silver box on the left. Hit that up. And all of the boxes on the right, hit those up too. Once you get the right open, there will be a grate that you can slide through with Mr. Fantastic. It'll take you up to the top of the tube, kind of Mario Brothers-esque. Plop, plop, plop. All right, that was a horrible attempt at the sound effect, but you knew what I was going for. And we'll go ahead and build that up now that we're out. It rains a bunch of studs, and then we can go ahead and finish this little section right here, which will then gain us access to kind of a control room, which we get rushed by a bunch of dudes, and then we go and we get Stan Lee, or Freely. All right, so we already busted open the silver plate. Now we finish the job, and we get up there, and we get our hang on. Like Super Hang On, the old Sega race game. Woo! All right, both panels in place, so we can now drop off, and the grapple handles can be used by a multiple plethora of characters. We use Spider-Man because it was quick and easy. After a quick little sequence of Magneto here and his bad guys, this is going to be the room that we find Stan Lee. Like I said, he's pretty easy. There's a silver plate on the middle console up above us here, and we'll give you a quick view of that here in a second here. There it is, shining away right there. So as soon as we take out all these baddies, we'll get right below it. We'll look up at it, and we'll target it. And we'll drop Lee like it's hot. Woohoo! Look at him dance his little jig. All right, man. Now get out of here, Stan. We got things to do. So we'll use Spider-Man's grapple hook, and then we'll use Iron Man's smartness to go ahead and hop on this computer and move Magneto's little intergalactic tunnel out there into the right spot. And now we got to chase him up this tube. No fun. I don't like chasing dudes in tubes. Psych! Alright, here we are at the final battle here with Magneto himself. And we're going to fly up to the right-hand side, up on the second level there. And a bunch of dudes somehow fly up and bother us. So we'll fly swat them off, and we'll use our magnetic abilities to go ahead and pull open that box. Woot woot! Fly across in the exact same area, but on the other side, you'll see the second box. And then you got to come forward towards the front of the screen, and there we go, the third box. So don't be careful not to get sucked into the save and continue. I don't know if I would use that or not. We've been having mixed reports come in of whether you should or shouldn't use those. We stayed clear of them, and so far it's done good for us. So no extra freezes, no goofs, no nothing. It's counted all of our progress as we've progressed. Everything's been good. So other than that, you guys have actually stuck around and collected all of the Minikits and the Stan Lee and Peril. So if you want to hang out and finish the level, you're welcome to. We're going to go ahead and wait for the pieces to start to vibrate and build them up, which gives us that big old iron that we just threw with Iron Man. Kind of ironic, eh? And then we'll do it again here in a second, but this time we're going to need the help of Thor. And then we'll do it the third time with the help of Thor and Spider-Man. So there's kind of just these weird sequences where he, like, you know, acts all cool. He pulls out this gun that's not real and shoots at us. That's fake, man. We know it's fake. Still does the job, though. Don't be fooled by its fakeness. It works. And, oh, yeah. What do you guys think? We're almost to the end here. You guys loving this game? Is this more of a grind? Is it a pain in the ass? Like, what's the deal? You know, like I said, and I keep saying in all these videos, we love your feedback, and it's really appreciated, and we do make changes based on that. So don't think it's like voting in school where, you know, you want one thing and everybody else wants another thing. If you want something, we can do it. We'll make it happen, whether it's 1 people or 100. Now, if it's doing a full game or review or something, we can't make any promises on that. Full games are a lot of work, so we definitely want an audience to make it worth our while for doing it. But you know what I'm saying, though. If you need some help, you got a question, we're happy to help. And we do have an actual textual trophy achievement guide for this game now, too. HTG Doug was kind enough to put together one, and it's actually also being mimicked over on ps3trophies.org or com. I can't remember. But we got a couple of trophy guides that are textually based that our good man Doug put together for us. So here we are, just finishing up the final little spot here, and once we get the final attack, it will take us to the total screen. We do get kind of confused, though. We weren't sure what to do, and we thought we thought the game froze on us here in a second. And realistically, we just needed to change to the right guy so we could get the action prompt to pop, but it took us about 30 seconds to figure that out. So even sped up a little bit, it still seems like an eternity. And speaking of eternity, God, these guys just don't stop coming, do they? Just infinite guys. Come on. What do you think this is? An infinite crisis? Oh, wrong world. So, or is it? I don't know. I'm not a comic book nerd. I almost said nerd. I almost called people nerds. Wow. I am a nerd. How about that? I'm just not a comic book nerd. And as I drop my pen and make a lot of background noise to kind of cover up, yeah, I'm not nervous or anything. can't hear me clicking my pen, right? I'm just playing. I'm not nervous. You guys know me inside and out. I'm a noob, and I've been noobing it since, well, 78. So, that's right. I'm an old dude. I'm an old noob. All right, last but not least, build up this final session here. We do need to get old Thor out and charge it up. Obviously, Doctor Doom and Storm would work too. I'm sure if I didn't mention that, you guys would tell me down in the comments. The Lord of the Rings, I think, is the most famous for people correcting me, telling me you can use other people. Hey, just so you know, you can use this character. This game's been out for a year and a half, and I'm going to give you some advice on it, even though you just did a full walkthrough for me. I love it. I love it. It gives me a good chuckle. All right, so here we are. This is the point where we thought we were all glitched out. We're like, what is going on? Really, we just need to be Spider-Man and walk up to the action prompt, and there we go. Spin to win, and it takes us right to the totals after a pow right in the kisser. All right, so Magnetic Personality Free Play now complete. We are creeping up on that Billionaire Philanthropist Trophy / achievement, and to be honest with you, we're going to go ahead and knock that out. I don't know if we need to show a video for that or not. You tell us in the comments or over on Facebook whether you'd like to see that. It's a pretty easy trophy, but if you're having a hard time with the grind or whatever, you want some tips on it, we got some tips. So all 10 Minikits gets us the comic. We also found Stan Lee. Free Lee. And a couple of bricks for our troubles. So, that'll wrap up Lego Marvel Superheroes Level 13 Magnetic Personality Free Play. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it entertaining. And like we mentioned before, head on over to Facebook and Twitter. Tell us all about it. Comment down below. Click that subscribe button. Give us a like or a dislike. We're okay with either of the votes as long as you tell us why. We always want to make sure that we're doing the right thing, and it helps to hear from you guys if we are or aren't. So let us know, and you know the drill. As always, people, until next time. Highway to the sea zone. See you zone.